Thank you for coming in. I know it's obviously a very busy period for you at the moment. You're getting ready to fly out to Las Vegas for UFC 200. So I guess the key thing I want to start with is, how has this come about from your perspective? You obviously were preparing to perhaps be on 200, but when did you know this was a reality and that this fight was going to happen?
I did talk to Dana. He did say be ready for 200, but it's hard to be ready when you're in a camp with when you got little ones, and you know, it is what it is. I'm let's just say doing my job. But you know, I didn't realize it was Brock when it was mentioned as Brock. It's great news. I think it's great news. It doesn't do nothing for my rankings, but you know, Brock Lesnar is a huge name in the sporting world, pro wrestling, WWE. And he used to be the former champion of the world of UFC, so he's done something I've never done, you know, so that's great news, especially for my career.
So Brock's been saying, you know, obviously he feels like the disease that he suffered robbed him of his prime and robbed him of the opportunities that he had inside the UFC, and this is really a statement that he wants to make. When you hear someone say that who's been out for such a long time, that they want to make a statement against you, who's been a top contender in this division the whole time, how do you react?
That's great. I feel that's great, you know. If you got an itch to scratch, I'll scratch it for you. There's no doubt about that. Of course, I mean, that's something that he's a guy like me that says I'm not one of those ones that sit at the bar and say shoulda, woulda, coulda. I'm doing. So that's good. I understand that about him. He's competitive, and I like that. So you got an itch, I got the scratcher.
One of the reasons this fight is able to take place is he's been granted an exemption by USADA for the 4-month period to come out of retirement to re-enter active competition. That obviously, I can tell from your reaction there, that obviously doesn't sit too well with you.
Yeah, I don't think that's fair. I think that's a lot of bullshit. I think that's rubbish. I don't think anyone should be exempt from testing. If they're trying to clean this sport up, mixed martial arts, this is a bad way to do it. I mean, I don't care who you are. That's ridiculous. I mean, the cyclist guy got done for so many years of cheating, and imagine if he came back with exempt 4 months. I don't think it's a great move. I think he's juiced to the gills. And I still think I'm going to knock him out. So I don't think that's correct. I don't think they should be allowing him to get a 4-month exemption. Otherwise, everyone else should. Otherwise, I should start juicing. This is how are you going to try and clean the sport up doing that shit? It won't happen. I don't think it's fair.
Was there any
hesitation? I already voiced my opinion to Dana about it, but you know, apparently he's been getting tested. But I mean, how can you? I mean, he's probably already been off a couple of cycles anyway. So I mean, I think everyone should be tested equally and fairly. I make it an even playing sport. Otherwise, you might as well just get everyone juiced up and have the juicing bloody UFC competition and the non-juicing.
So was there any hesitation for you when they told you it was going to be Brock to say no?
No, I'm always going to fight anyway. It doesn't matter. I love competition, but it's just I don't think it's fair. I mean, yeah, I don't think it's an equal playing field. I just think it's I mean, it still doesn't stop him from getting knocked out. I mean, Frank Mir was juicy and he got knocked out, so same thing with Brock Lesnar is going to happen, you know?
I think that was kangaroo meat, if memory serves, at Frank.
Yeah, well, we know that's a load of shit. That's a lot of rubbish he's talking about, so, I mean, shucks.
Yeah.
You can't really, yeah.
Let's talk about the preparation then, because it is a pretty short preparation. Not that you're a stranger to short turnaround fights. You've taken fights on short notice in the past. What are your plans for the preparation and what little time you have? Yeah,
I have been training dribs and drabs here and there. I'm heading over to Vegas on Sunday. I've got you know, Ray Siffel's already offered help with Randy Couture's already offered help. Tom Erickson, so I'm going over there to train at the Extreme Couture, get in the rounds I can get, and you know, try and stay away from injuries is all I'm going to do, and just make the fight. That's all I'm interested in.
How much focus are you going to put on the weight cut side of things?
Well, it's you know, I should be saying nothing because I shouldn't really care about it, because you know, if these guys aren't if they're giving their full exemption, then, you know, why should I make weight? Why the hell should I try to kill myself making weight, you know, and ruin my chances of winning because, you know, and make weight because, and he's getting an exemption, I should get an exemption as well, so. But, you know, I'm a professional, I've got to make weight. It just annoys me, you know, to be honest, I'm just voicing my opinion. It sucks that, old Mr. Superstar has to get away with getting an exemption and everyone else has to, you know, walk the straight line.
It's a good card to be a part of, though. UFC 200, it's the biggest card in the history of the sport. And when you consider that, you know, you were offered a not small amount of money to go away when you first came across the UFC, and now you're sitting in the co-main event at the biggest card in the history of the organisation.
Well, I mean, I'm always willing to fight. I mean, UFC, you know, I wasn't even one of this company, to be honest, in the start with. Things have changed now, so, you know, I'm number 8 in the world. You know, I feel I'm the best fighter on the planet, and I'm just doing my job here. They say who I'm fighting, and I say when and where. let's party. You know, I don't give a rat's if it's King Kong or Godzilla. It doesn't matter to me. I'm down.
I have a feeling I know what you're going to say here, but give us your thoughts on the prediction for the fight, how this one's going to go down.
I think people think Brock's going to rush me and try and take me down. I don't think he'd be that stupid. I think he's a smart guy and he's going to play the game for little. He's going to try and play patty cakes and try to take me down, covering his shot with the punches, whatever it is. But if he wants to charge like a crazy person, come. I got the crazy for you right here. I'm willing to do. I got a good mindset of what's going on with everything. So then I'll be ready to negate anything he has. Anything he has. And people say he's going to be super strong. He'd probably be super strong because he'd probably be juiced to the gills, but doesn't mean nothing, man. Being, you can be juiced to the gills, but when you gas out, it just goes the opposite way for you.
We wish you the best of luck. We know you've got a plane to catch. You're getting over to Las Vegas as quickly as possible. So thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah.
Australia's favourite son.